Hi traders, the stocks that we mentioned on Friday are dropping fast. We wanted to take a look and give you an update, what is going on and what could be the next step. Alright, so one of the stocks we looked at is Canopy. As you can see, strong uptrend since the summer of 2017 in June, July. Price was about 6-7. It skyrocketed all the way to almost 44 within 6 months. Now falling to about further than halfway that mark. So what's going on, you might be wondering. Let's zoom in a little bit and take a look at what we expected here. So we were saying that there could be a bearish break of this triangle last week, and indeed it happened. That has to do with the fact that a bigger ABC zigzag could occur. As you can see here, this could be, for instance, the A. Let me do that with red. This could be a B, and down it goes for C. So these ABC corrections are typical when price is retracing. This is fast price action indeed, but it could still be a retracement. It could still be an impulsive ABC zigzag. So that is something to reckon with. However, you never know, and the market is always full of surprises. So from this point of view, waiting for actual reaction to these fibs, I think, is better. And that's always something that I personally do, is just wait for candlesticks to react rather than anticipating and hoping, because if we do that, there could be plenty of bearish candles still to come, and then you get trapped, right? So better to wait for a bullish candle, maybe even let it fall, bullish candle, hook back, and then wait for this kind of specific weak spot here that fails to break the previous low. 5 to 6 days typically is a good measurement of that. And that could be a hook back for from upside, all right? Or even wait for the counter trend line break. Yes, you might catch it a little bit higher, you might catch it a little bit later, but you kind of avoid a lot of that nervousness connected to this fall. So now a zone of interest, I think, let's take a look at this weekly chart, is around this 1822 level. There's a previous top, there's a little bit of a zone here where we had a consolidation. We had momentum to the upside, and we use blue for that, or green. Momentum to the upside, consolidation, momentum, continuation. So I do think that 18 to 22 zone or 1750 to 22 zone will provide a potential bounce spot. All right, let's go back and zoom in now to the 4-hour chart. And I think that I'll be looking for probably daily candles to react to this zone, bullish candle there, or as I said, some reaction like this, move down, up, hook back, and continue, would be looking good. Like here, this bounce, or here, this breakout. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on as price makes this pretty bearish fall. Now, this is, let's see, also Canopy, so we have to move on. Let's take a look at Aurora, and basically breaking through the support zone that we talked about. All right, so even more bearish than expected, and it had a strong daily candle close below the Keltner channel, as you can see here, and now breaking below the support trend line. So what's going on? Probably price has finished a wave 5, I would say, of a wave 1 perhaps. This could be a wave 2, but this particular bearish fall seems even stronger maybe than the previous chart. Maybe the same, I'm not sure, but in any case, it is kind of similar structure that this fall is strong. The difference probably is with Canopy is that we have an ABC structure, whereas with ACB we don't have that yet. Maybe here, but it's quite shallow, wave BA. So that is making me a little bit less bullish, because this could still be wave A, up it goes for wave B, and down it goes for wave C. So there could still be more kind of bearish sentiment remaining. That said, though, there is a bullish zone down in here around 6 to 7.5, 8. And that could still provide support, of course, for a bounce. It's just not too sure how strong this bounce will be, considering the bearish momentum at this moment. I'm going to set this one aside, and I think we need more kind of price action to determine that. All right. Tetra is about the same thing, bearish price action, so we'd be cautious with this for the moment. as you know, this is not looking like an ABC correction for the moment. I would be cautious on this particular instrument. And last but not least, Aphria, what we were looking at on Friday, I believe, or Thursday, basically same kind of structure as the first one. It looks like an ABC correction here too, A, B, C. So that is good to have out of the way, because this correction then could, from that point of view, continue higher. However, all of these stocks have bearish momentum. So from this point of view, it's just about having patience and waiting for price to bottom out. And we don't know how far that can go. We're really difficult to say. We do have certain ideas due to technical support levels, potential bouncing spots, but will price react to those? We never know. That is something that only the market will inform us about, and that's why it's good to keep an eye on the candles and keep an eye on price action as price reaches and tests those support levels. And on the daily chart here too, strong bearish candles breaking below the counter channel. It's pretty much the same kind of situation on all these currency pairs. Sorry, not currency, but stock pairs or instruments, I should say. So used to saying forex that I did it automatically. But you can see that there are certain levels, even on this chart, that could provide support. So just keeping an eye on those levels, 12.5 here, 10 obviously psychological levels that could be important. And if it even goes deeper, then 9 and 8, 6.5, you know, so those are levels, of course, that are very far from here. But just in case this bearish momentum drives through those support, those would be the next levels to think about. So once again, I'm just keeping an eye on these daily candles. I'm keeping an eye on bullish engulfing twins, some kind of reaction to those levels, or downside bullish bounce, hook back, and a failure to break this bottom, and then the next breakout above resistance trend line. Those are all kind of ideas to keep in mind, and we'll be doing that as we go along with these instruments as well. All right, that's it. Check out our website, elitecurrency.com, for more free material and free analysis, and wish you all good trading. Cheers.